Hi everyone, I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 79. Welcome. Okay, well, let's just get on to it and see what I've gotten done this week. Okay, so for my finished objects, you know that I've been working all the time that I've been making videos here on YouTube. I have been working on the 365 Days of Granny Square project that was by Nadia of Yarn Utopia. She's put out tutorials in, I think it was 2016, and it was she put out a tutorial one for the whole every day of the year, including leap years. So there was actually 366 squares, and it was a tutorial of a version of a granny square or variation of granny squares, okay, for the whole entire year. And so I decided to challenge myself to go through and make all of those squares. And so I started last year. I can't remember exactly when I started, but anyway, my crafty goal for this year, 2018, was to finish that project. And so the last week I ended off on square number 360. So continuing on, here is square number 361. Okay, and then here is square number 362. Okay, this one is 363, right there. And then we have number 364. I enjoyed this one. I like the colors. And then we have number 365, which is this one. And then last but not least, square number 366, because it was a leap year that year. So I just had to go ahead and do it. I couldn't just leave one out after doing 365 of them. So anyway, there you go. So that means that I am finished with that project. I'm so excited. I'm happy to be finished with it. I have learned a whole lot though. I've learned a lot of different stitches, different stitch combinations. It was a very challenging project to keep myself going, and I of course owe that to all of you. For one thing, for the main thing is to keep me, you kept me accountable to keep going with it. Anyway, I enjoyed the project, but I am glad it's over so we can move on and do other things too. Okay, so there you go. And that's all my finished objects for this week. But of course, I do have works in progress, so let's get on to that. Okay, so for the first works in progress, as you know, with these 365 plus 1 squares that I've done, I've been putting them together into blankets and then to donate to Project Linus. So this is the last set of squares that I've been putting together. So this is blanket number 11 in this project. This project, I'm doing 5 squares by 5 squares, and as you can see, I have 3 complete rows joined together, and then the bottom row there has got 4 squares. So I've got one more square to put on that corner there. And so these 6 that I've just completed, I will be adding these to the remaining sections on this blanket, and then that will be complete. I'm joining the squares together with yarn I got at Michael's. It's Loops and Threads Claret, I believe, and I just did the join as you go flat braid method, is the way I'm joining them together. Okay, so when I finish this will be a finished object next week. I'll show you the completed finished object, and then I will be gathering my blankets together that I've made since my last Project Linus donation, and then I will be sending them off or taking them and dropping off the donation. So, okay, so that is works in progress number 1. Now, works in progress number 2 is a amigurumi that I started this past week, and I am doing, this is going to be well, actually I think it's going to be a birthday gift. And I am doing If I can get my picture to come up here, I'll show you. There you go. I'm doing a Luigi amigurumi from the Mario Luigi video games, see? And so I started him this past week, and he's coming along pretty fast. Of course, all the pieces are separate so far, but I've gotten quite a few of the pieces made. So I have his body right there, and then here is his head, and I just completed his hat. Well, it's not finished. I have to make the brim on the hat. But anyway, that's kind of what he'll look like. And I do have both of his arms made, and he's got the little white mitten gloves, see? So I, of course, still need to make his legs and facial features and whatnot. So he's coming along pretty quick. I'm hoping that if I can get him finished, then the same designer of this pattern also has a Mario that I'm going to try to make and put together as well. But Luigi is the birthday recipient's favorite character, so I thought I'd start with him first. Oh, and I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in Glowworm for the green, and the blue I think is just called blue. I think that's what, I don't think it's royal. I think it's Red Heart Super Saver blue. And it was some yarns that I had already. Oh, the skin color is Vanna's Choice, I think, from Lion Brand in the Fisherman colorway. Okay, so that's works in progress number 2. So works in progress number 3, I can also show you. That is the lion. If you've been following my videos, you know that a while back I did an alligator, and so I said that I had to do a lion as well, and it would be going together as well, they will be Christmas gifts. So anyway, I wanted to pick out a lion pattern that was similar in size to the alligator, okay, because it will be going to a brother and sister set of twins, and so I wanted to make sure that they were pretty close to the same size. So I decided to do the lion pattern from Sharon Oyala, and she does have a tutorial that helps you put the pieces together, and she has a written pattern as well. And so anyway, here is the lion, and it is the little, ooh, it's going to show, there it goes, there you go. It is the little Bigfoot lion, okay, by Sharon Oyala. Her website is called amigurumi2go.com, but like I said, she also has video tutorials showing how to put him together, okay. And the only thing I changed, because in this pattern, in all her little Bigfoot characters, they're standing. Well, I don't know if they can stand on their own, but I mean, they're in like the standing position. Well, when I did the alligator a few weeks ago, if you remember, I did it, the alligator is sitting, and so I wanted to make the lion sitting as well. So here is the lion so far. The only thing I changed is that I did put his legs out in the front, so then they would be in a sitting position. Now this is like a wig cap that I'm going to be, see, it comes off. There, see? But this is a wig cap that she suggested making, and then I will be attaching the mane to this wig cap. Okay, and then now I do have his tail, I just haven't attached his tail. Here it is. There. And then his ears, you actually attach the ears to this wig cap when you're doing the hair. So I just haven't attached his ears, but I do have them. So anyway, he's coming along nicely. I'm hoping that I will have him done this next week, but we'll see. If not this next week, then the following one. But I will really try to get to it to get it finished. At least almost finished anyway, to show you for next week. I know it's going to take a while to cut the strands of the brown, the mane, and get it all connected and then trimmed and all that. So still got quite a bit of work to do on him. Okay, so that is works in progress number 3. Works in progress number 4. This is the last works in progress projects that I worked on, except for some things I'm doing for an ornament swap. Ella of No Catchy Name Crochet was having a where she would pair up people to do an ornament swap with each other, and I was paired up with Dana of Tabitha's Treasures, and we happen to live in the same city, so we are going to, instead of mailing our ornaments to each other, we're going to be meeting up next week, and this will be the first time we've actually met in person, and so we're going to be meeting up this next week and exchanging our ornaments and whatever else extras that we've added there to them to exchange with each other. Okay, so I can't show you. I will probably do a video clip of the things that I have prepared for that, and then, but I won't add that in until after we meet up and she gets hers, because I want it to be a surprise. Okay, so I've been working on that. Can't show you that right now, but I can show you this. Okay, so I finished the llama blanket, as I showed you a week or so ago, I think, and except I had the border to do. Well, now I'm working on the border. I'm on the last round of the border. Let me see. I'll try to hold it up here. I am finished with the llama, and I have weaved in all the ends on the llama, okay? Let's see. Here's the bottom. Okay, and so now I'm working on the edging. I've got 2 sides of the edging done. Now I will bring this up so then you can see the edging better. It's this really cool stitch. Well, I had to put 2 rows of just a simple type stitch of these 2 colors here that goes with the color that was in them on the saddle or the blanket that's on the llama's back. And then this last one in the Red Heart Super Saver Gold that I used is this bobble type, fringe type border, and it's very interesting. I really like the way it's coming out. Dropped it. It's heavy. But I'm really liking the way it's working. It's just, it is a little bit more time consuming because you have to do a few stitches, but I really like the way it's worked. It's very quite interesting. And I do have 2 sides of it done. Okay. It is a free pattern, and of course, I'll put a link in the description box of where you can find these patterns. But anyway, I can kind of show you maybe and describe how this has worked. This bobble piece, now it looks funny because it's hanging, because it's going to be hanging, it'll be hanging down like that. Okay, but the way this little bubble piece is made is you chain up, make like a bobble stitch, and then you make a bobble stitch on top of that, and then you fold them together like that, and then you attach them with a slip stitch, and that will make your little bobble. It's or a ball or whatever. It's really interesting. I think it's a neat way that they did it. And then you go down and you have to skip over a certain amount, see, and then you attach, and then you start making another one. So as you see, I need to add in another ball of my yarn and to continue on. But anyway, I'm on the 3rd side, so I will be finished with this, and it will be a finished object for next week. So coming together nicely. I really enjoyed the project, and I'm hoping that the person that I'm giving it to, it will be a Christmas gift, and I hope that she will enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed making it. Okay, so that's all that I've worked on for this week. So upcoming though, now tomorrow is the first Friday of the month, and so the December section of the Jada in Stitches calendar blanket should be released tomorrow, and so that means I will be pulling that out and adding that last section, plus there'll be a border of some sort, I think, and I suppose it'll be in that video. I'm not positive, but anyway, that is coming to an end, so I'll be finishing that up, and so you should be seeing some work done on that this next week. And last week I showed you the gingerbread, big gingerbread amigurumi that I made. Well, I had posted it on my Facebook page, and a lady, a friend of mine, saw it, and so she wants me to make two more for her. Two for her. I mean, not two, well, two, it would be two more, me two more, because I've made one. But she wants me to make two as a different person. And so I went ahead and told her that I could, because actually the pattern is such a well-written pattern. It's a pattern by Mary Smith, I think that's her name. Anyway, I'll put links in the description box below. But anyway, the pattern went together pretty quick, and so I told her that I would go ahead and do two more of the gingerbread men. So you'll be seeing me working on that as well. And then, of course, I've got some other, I need to reevaluate my Christmas list and see what else I need to add or put in of things that I need to make ahead of time. I mean, before Christmas. I just need to reevaluate and see what the final count or the final things are going to be that I'm going to have to start. Let's see. So I guess that's about it. Now I do want to give some shout outs though. Last week I gave a shout out to Denise at Dear Designs, and I asked for people to go over and check out her channel and to help her reach her 1,000 subscriber mark, because she was getting really close, and I wanted to just kind of give her a shout out so then people could go over there and check her channel out. And she did make her 1,000 subscriber count that she wanted to have before Christmas. So I'm real excited for her. I think that's great, and I thank you so much for popping over and checking her channel out. And so I want to give shout outs to two other people for this week. They both have over 900 subscribers, a little over 900, and so they're getting closer to the 1,000 subscriber mark, and I was just wanting to tell you about them so then you can go over and look at their channels as well, or check them out if you haven't already, if you don't already know about them, to go over and check their channel out, and please subscribe. Okay, so the first one is Seta of Seta's Place. She is a wonderful lady. She's got all kinds of things going on her channel. She is the one I was doing the Traveling Infinity Scarf project with, and she has all kinds of wonderful projects and things that she gets into, and she does, and she's just very enjoyable to watch and listen to. Please go ahead and check her out and subscribe. And then I also want to give a shout out to Sonya Jones at Sonya Jones Crafty Life. I also want to mention that Sonya also gifted me a pattern for my birthday off my wish list on Ravelry. So thank you so much, Sonya. I can't wait to get started on it, probably after the Christmas rush gets over. But I really appreciate that you picked out one of the patterns from my wish list, and that was very sweet of you to think of me and to gift that to me for my birthday. So anyway, but please go check out Sonya. She does crochet. She also does all kinds of other crafts. That's why her channel is Sonya Jones Crafty Life. So please go check her out and subscribe if you haven't. And let's help both of these ladies to reach 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. What a great Christmas gift for them. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for everybody that has come along and been watching my videos. Thank you for my subscribers. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for my new subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I make weekly videos showing the progress of things that I do on my mainly crochet projects. I do knit just once in a blue moon, but mainly it's crochet. And please come along and follow me as I show you all the different projects that I do and I work on. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to be planning for next year and the projects I want to complete for that. So please subscribe if you haven't, so you can follow along with me. And I do have a Facebook group called just called Yarnjoy Podcast. Please come over and join that, so that way I can see your projects. You can post pictures of what you're doing, and I can see what you're doing, and we can all enjoy that. That way you're just not looking at my stuff all the time. Okay, so I guess that's it. Everybody have a great weekend, and hopefully I will have some Christmas decorations up or something by the next episode. I'm getting there. We're trying to maybe working on it this weekend coming up. Okay, so everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.